Welcome back to the Nordic Takedowns re-release, I suppose, of the
Yeah,
stream from the Malmö Game Week. I'm Victor, and with me, as last time, I have got Jonah.
yeah. Hello, guys. Today we are watching a villain face-off.
Yeah, for sure. We got two of the second set meta um, sort of kind of new decks, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah,
Qi'Ra is just a new take on the green-blue villain, I suppose. But the Tarkin deck is definitely a set two specific deck.
yeah,
Yellow Tarkin is sort of it did really well in the first TTI leagues.
yeah.
And it's been one of those decks that keeps you honest because you need to have some kind of answer. It's kind of a combo deck, actually, I'd
I
say.
agree. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of the lurking tide just being like a card you need an answer for. If
Mhm,
not,
mhm.
it can really run away with the game.
Yeah. The Kira deck famously has answers for a lot of things, but when it comes to space, Kira deck is really weak in the beginning. They do have the Sentinels, and they do have the Inferno Force that could trade with the Lurking Ties if they get a chance before Talking adds experience to them.
Yeah,
But then they usually run either treacherous or make an opening as an extra answer to specifically this deck.
yeah. I
Yeah.
don't think there are many other uh, answers.
No, no, in this deck.
Yeah,
Like if you're playing heroism, you got some
yeah,
space units that could deal with it.
yeah,
But yeah, that's probably
yeah,
what you could expect you want
yeah,
to be doing here. The I'd say that the Tarkin deck is almost rush in tempo. It's really fast.
yeah.
Once it get going, it's got a slightly slow start, but then it really blasts.
Yeah, it's all about just putting experience on units and making them unkillable, basically.
Yep, yep. Um, and usually Kira excels at killing things that are problematic. But with the lurking tie, a lot of the answers just don't work. The lurking tie just shuts down Power of the Dark Side.
Yeah,
It's just a nothing card.
yeah,
And most of the blue removal can't really touch it. It's just
yeah,
basically make an opening
yeah,
that can't touch it. Now, the players, we do not know Christian that well because he's Danish.
yeah,
Yeah, Christian Jensen, I
yeah.
think. So I don't know anything about him. While
Mm.
Johan Eriksson he's been a staple of the Stockholm meta. I've played him all the while since the game started, and he's been on blue-green control.
Yeah,
Like he used to play Krennic, and he did really well back in set one with that. He hasn't found as much success with Kira in set two, but he's a really solid player. He really knows the archetype and how to pace it. I talked to him maybe a week ago because he was really frustrated because online he plays quite aggressively. So he really likes these soft control decks. So he plays Kira almost aggressively.
yeah,
But when he's playing in real life with the deck, he's much more um, leaning back into the controlly style of a defensive player. So
yeah.
he was really I guess frustrated with his own inability to control the way he plays, I think. And he
Hmm.
was trying to optimize the deck because the deck has been optimized for his play style online,
Yeah,
whereas his play style ERL has
yeah.
been slightly different. So
And I
he's
think
trying to
that's
get there.
probably extra difficult at the tournament setting, right? So much
Mm,
happening, all the noise, the stress.
yeah, yeah. So then you'd really lean into your kind of you're playing with your I don't know.
Instincts are like autopilot
Yeah,
almost.
instincts, yeah,
Yeah,
with his instincts. So yeah, and if the deck is tweaked to something else, that might not be
yeah.
perfect for him.
All right. Shall we just play the footage
Of
and we'll
course,
see how it goes?
yeah.
So, in case there are any players that don't know what the Lurking Tide does, since we've talked a bit
Mm.
about that now, it's a 3-cost space unit that says this unit can't be defeated or damaged by card
Part of
effects. Yeah,
yeah. So basically, anything that isn't an outright attack by another unit cannot damage this card.
Yeah.
However, you can lower its health.
Yeah.
And if it reaches 0 health that way,
Hmm.
the game state will kill it, not the effect of the
Yeah.
card. So
So
that's how you get around it.
yeah,
With,
and that's why Tarkin is like the best leader for kind of gambling on the lurking tie, because as soon as you give it one experience, it doesn't die to make an opening anymore. It doesn't die to Snoke.
no.
It still dies to Luke, but
Luke can still deal with it, but
Yeah.
only one turn. If he's getting another experience, Luke has have to see something die to
Yeah.
be able to deal with it. So the Lurking Tie is really, it's a combo deck
Yeah.
in that sense, that
Yeah.
if you get it going enough, it's really hard to deal with. There is another really strong answer to it, and that's Treacherous,
Yeah.
because you can just outright steal it. And now it's my unit. You built
Yeah.
it, I picked it. So a lot of these decks do run Treacherous. So in the opening hand here, we got two different kinds of ramp in Johan's hand. We got a Snook, we got a Maul, and I think that he just throws it back because there were no opening plays. Makes sense.
Yeah. I think
So Christian is, I could only make out one of those. I think he put down a tie of some sort, and then maybe an event for the resource there.
yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I saw in his hand, I saw a Phantom, and I do think I saw a triple Dark Raid, which is basically the best opening for this deck. Having the Phantom in hand, and then having a triple Dark Raid, which is an event that will allow him to find things that will put even more experience on the
Yeah.
Phantom.
Triple Dark Raid into the tie advanced is a great combo, which you mentioned. Just
If you haven't got the tie advanced in hand, you can play triple Dark Raid to find it, use it once, get it into hand, and then replay it. So yeah, triple Dark Raid is key to the Tarkin deck. That's how it works, like how it can get its combo off almost every time. So he opens with a TIE fighter, just
Yep.
a one cost, and then if you put another experience on it, it becomes a 3/2. So it's pretty big,
And
almost deck up.
Johan is really lucky to have a space unit to answer
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah. That's exactly what Yuan wants to see into this
Yeah.
deck. There's a client and I think a four, no, long pike, and he put both of them on the bottom because
Yeah.
I don't think he's not going to use anything on the ground side. Is going Nothing on the ground is going to be all that important early
Yeah.
on.
So even Christian, like, he could take the initiative, but yeah, he would get 2 damage to base. Even when he buffs now, he's just gonna trade. So there were really no good lines for Christian here with
No,
the Inferno
no.
for answering that TIE
The
fighter.
Inferno on it, that's just a brilliant line for Yuan, just keeping everything going, and he gets another tree. And that was I think he put the make an opening on top there, and he put
Ooh.
I think that was a
Hyloban.
Haloban on the bottom, and that's the Phantom, and Yuan just ramps there, which is I guess fine.
Yeah.
He knows he's going to draw into the make an opening.
Yeah, but I would almost say that was a little bit greedy, because he could have claimed and for certain been able to deal with that
With the
time.
time, yeah, yeah.
But now, if it gets an experience, it
Yeah.
can be scary.
There's another tie in Christian's hand, and I think I saw a Walker,
Yeah, the
the healing
reinforcement
Walker,
walker.
reinforcement Walker. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, he immediately puts one experience on
Yeah.
the tie, taking it out of range. So you want just place that's Gideon trying to make his own sort of rushy style here, get some tempo going on his side. So
Ooh.
that's the triple Dark Raid. He gets to look at 7 cards and put a vehicle into play ready. And at the end of the turn, the vehicle returns to his hand.
Crucially, it has to cost 5 or less right now, because he has no ready resources.
Yeah.
So
But that's what he wants to do. He wants to bring out something that will put more experience on the Lurking Tie. So that is a tie something Outlander, yeah.
Yeah.
And it will bring out 1 experience to a unit that costs 3 or more.
Yeah.
3 or less. 3 or
Yes.
less. Or 4 or less?
3 or less, yeah.
3 or less, yeah. So it's perfect for the Lurker.
Yeah, we're gonna see Qi'Ra deploy. but actually kind of do nothing here on this
Yeah.
board.
Because the small tie, the Outlander, is only 1 health, so it gets nothing, and the Lurker is immune. So
Yeah,
he strikes for what, 6 to base there?
6 damage. Yeah,
Yeah, and the small tie will strike for another 2, I think, or is it
yeah,
just 1?
2.
And Qi'Ra strikes for 4. I'm not sure why he flips Qi'Ra at this point, because
Yeah,
he did nothing. He's
I think I
just
would
trying to
wait
keep tempo.
because Tarkin is coming out next turn, so
Yeah,
then you can at
exactly.
least get rid of Tarkin in one attack.
Yeah, because this achieves virtually nothing. He just tries to keep tempo, I guess.
Yeah, maybe he's
Um,
thinking he won't have a way to deal with this tie, so he just has to race.
mhm. Could be what he's trying to do here. Um, or he knows something we don't. We haven't seen much of Johan's hand.
Yeah.
So he could have, I guess, some kind of interesting answer we're not sure of. He might have the Sentinel in hand, for instance. So that's
Power of the dark
all the
side.
glare. No, I
No,
think that
yeah,
was no good to me dead.
you're right. Yeah.
So he just taps Qi'Ra down for 2 turns here. So yeah, I guess. And sure, Yuan has 9 damage to the base now, but Yuan is on ECL, so he's already 5 down, and so he's just stalling at this point. He's making the Lurker slightly smaller and healing 2.
That does not feel good. Yeah.
No, yeah, that's cost 3
You're
to
not
do.
affecting the board state with anything,
No.
so you basically just paid 3 to heal 4.
Mhm. In exactly, that's what he achieved there.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what he wanted to do here.
No. Yeah.
It's just what he had to do because he
Yeah.
has no really good answers, which in turn makes it even more weird that he didn't wait with flipping Qi'Ra.
Yeah.
Because now Tarkin is coming out and you're putting even more experience onto the Lurker.
Yeah.
So now the Lurker has what? 4 experience on it? 5? 5 experience, I think.
Yeah.
So even with the -2, he's just
Swinging for
striking.
9.
Yeah. That's the insanity of this
Oh
deck.
no, 7. Yeah.
7. Yeah, but that's with -2. So he's 9 normally.
Yeah.
And so next time it strikes, it's going to strike for 9.
Oof.
So Yuan really needs to find an answer here. At least the Sentinel. Like, that's the least he needs to find.
And I think it's lethal, right? In one attack from that lurking tie.
That's the treacherous. That's the treacherous in his hand.
Oof.
So he's got the treacherous. That's a huge play here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there it is. 5, and he just grabs that tie, the lurking tie, and now it's my 9 damage onto your base.
Yeah, but he kind of has the trade maybe because he has 17 on his base, or
what does Tarkin have to answer this lurking tie?
Nothing, but it's getting quite close with the damage on Johan's base.
All right, but yeah, I guess. But he's got the Gideon striking for 5 as well, so he's going to 23.
Having a bit of a struggle reading. Is it 15 on Johan's base or 17 now?
It's 15 or 17.
Yeah.
Probably 17. And that's a pirate, the pirate tank with the Sentinel.
Yeah, so 4/6.
I think that's a 4/6. Yeah, it's pretty good. That's going to slow Yuan down a bit.
Yeah,
that's really good there. Huh. Yeah,
but it's not Imperial, right? So it can't be buffed by Tarkin.
No, it can't buff it. It's just I think it's Underworld.
Yep.
So he puts an experience on the TIE fighter, and this is going to be close. This is going to be really close.
19 damage now on Johan's base, so he's gonna have to choose: do he wants to deal with the tank that can hit for 4, or with the Outland tie that can hit for 3?
Yeah. And does he have an answer that he could deal with the tank in 1 strike? I'm not sure.
Barrage?
Yeah, barrage would be barrage on the TIE fighter. That would be insane.
Yeah.
That would just clean out Christian's board.
Yeah, because it's 7 power, so 9 would be really good.
No, it's 9. What? Wait, it's 2 plus
5.
5.
Oh,
Yeah.
there it is.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Nice.
So that's 9 damage. He's just going to clean everything out almost. So the tie's gone, the pirate tank is gone, and he's even get, what, 1 or 2 damage on
Yeah.
Tarkin there. Yeah, 1 damage on Tarkin. Yeah, okay, so now it's looking a
Ooh.
lot stronger here for you all.
Oh. Yeah, this game is so close. But like, a surprise strike would put you onto just one remaining.
Yep, yep. Tarkin can't put the experience on himself as Qi'Ra can. Oh, sorry, as Rey can.
Yeah.
So he can't just give himself the strike for 3. He has to put it on another Imperial unit. For those of you who weren't familiar with the card, so this is Christian needs a little bit of thinking here, I think.
Yeah, but Christian
he's
crucially is in lethal range, right? He has 18 damage on his base.
Yeah.
The tie can swing in for 11.
Yeah, 11. So that's rough. Oh, so he's putting 2 on Tarkin with the advanced tie, striking for 4. But that's 1 from. Tarkin can't kill it. Tarkin's just getting very close here.
So surprise strike or shoot first. Any buff?
Any buff, and he gets it.
Oh no, first strike wouldn't be enough. Because
first strike is not enough. He needs 2.
Yeah.
And I think so. Not the fleet lieutenant, the other lieutenant. But he didn't have it.
That's gonna be the fist bump. Damn. Yeah. This game looked so bad for Yuan, but the top deck traders.
Yeah, but he got it. He got it. That treacherous just stole the game. You know.
Yeah.
That's what treacherous is meant to do, though. It's meant to steal games.
Yeah.
So what do you think they bring in here? I have no clue as to the exact makeup of the deck list, but you kind of know with Qi'Ra, I would bring out the Halibon because I wouldn't want to give cards to Christian if I was you on.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure that's what he's doing because he might just figure that the ground there's no threats on ground anyway.
Yeah. I think Halibon is okay into the Imperial like the fire guy. That's a 2/2 that has kind of the ability to attack without taking damage back. That's usually played in Tarkin.
The fire extinguishing
Imperial interceptor or
something. Yep, I know which one you mean.
But is not that good into the 1/3. The ISB agent. That's also a very good card in Tarkin because you can play turn 1, maybe ping for 1 damage, and then buff it as a 2/4.
Yep. Yeah, but that's a really nice opening play from Tarkin.
I think
most Tarkin decks runs that.
Yeah. Just as we saw in this game, I think Traitorous is like the most important card. If I were Christian, I would definitely play the 1-cost confiscate in the side, and Traitorous maybe myself. Yeah, because both of those cards can
just stealing it back.
Yeah,
that would be huge.
Yeah, confiscate is of course the cleaner answer, just paying 1, but it works with 5.
From what I think I know of the Qi'Ra sideboard, I'd probably bring in top target just to slow things down a little bit. Buy myself some more time. Might bring in, I don't know, if you could push it that long, you're probably winning anyway. So I don't think board wipes are essential here.
Yeah,
and they don't touch the lurker anyway.
Yeah,
so
I think like the big Star Destroyers are not going to be good against Tarkin, like Avenger, Relentless, Devastator.
Devastator is, since it's Sentinel.
Yeah, that's true.
The Devastator is probably quite alright.
Yeah,
and also, I mean, obviously, the Avenger still kills even a very big lurker when it strikes at it.
Yeah, okay, that's true. Yeah.
Yes, you can still kill it with it. Yeah. Like you can still you can't get the trigger because it will name the lurker and nothing will die. Yeah. But then you will actually strike it dead. Because you usually don't get it to over 8 health.
Yeah.
That's quite uncommon.
Yeah.
Right, let's see what they're playing. I think that's ramp in Johan's hand, both the event. He's got resupply, so he's Yeah, he's got a resupply in
Yeah.
hand there, so he just put the DJ.
Yeah,
Dark
and I'm
Deck.
really gonna have to compliment Christian here on his smooth mulliganing. It was very
Yeah,
clean.
yep.
Putting
And
the
even
six
didn't
cards
even
back.
notice. Yeah, didn't even notice it.
Yeah,
Um,
sleight of hand.
yeah, card magician. Let's see.
And I think
So,
one thing that Johan should think about is using ECL as soon as he can,
yeah,
because you're
yeah.
not gonna get many chances.
No, and like if he does see the Sentinel, he might ECL it into a 3/3 lurker because it hits for 3.
Yeah.
So yeah, he ECL something in space into the lurker before it gets too dangerous. That's probably wise. So he's
Ooh.
opening that's a snow troop lieutenant. Also, he didn't bring out the Haliban.
So not that
So
great of a start for Christian here. Like
no,
even with an experience, it's gonna just die to
yeah,
Hydrogon Enforcer.
yeah, no, that's not what he wanted to see, and that's never really the card you want to open with because it
Yeah.
does nothing. It's just overcosted at that point.
Yeah.
It's a 2/2 for 2. It's not what you want to pay. Now,
Ah,
what is that?
ISB agent. So
Oh, that's the ISB agent.
yes.
Okay, cool. So he's pinging the shield off of the Haliban.
That's quite good.
Yeah, that's really good play.
Because now the trade into the 2/2 isn't as clean. So
No.
if Johan wants to play a little bit more greedy, he could kill the ISB agent instead.
Yeah, that's probably what he's doing. Yeah.
Then he will still have a unit on the board, but
And
he's
it's
probably going to
big
take
enough.
some damage.
Yeah, but not that much. He's going to take 3 damage, probably.
Yeah.
Because he's probably going to boost the Snow Trooper. Oh, no. Playing something for 2.
Surprise strike.
Okay. Oh, surprise strike. So it's bigger than we thought. He gets 5 damage in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Surprise striking early is always a bit questionable. Sometimes it can be good just to get damage in while you can and kind of use your resources efficiently, but
yeah, I'm not. I don't know.
Unit would have been better.
For sure, because it didn't advance the board state at all.
Yeah.
Yuan just you resupplied there to ramp, and he's on the flip turn of Qi'Ra here, which would actually heal the Haliban a little bit, but it's taken off the board before, and that means Christian gets to draw a card, and that's why I would have sided them out, because you don't want to give essentially a combo deck more cards to find its combo.
That's an interesting take. I think like the work Hylobon did here is still kind of making up some of the value, but if Christian gets the right cards and Yuan doesn't get the answers, then it could be like last game. And
but to be honest, what work did it do? It removed a ISB agent and a snow trooper lieutenant who fizzled into nothing. So I don't think it did a lot of work.
Yeah, but you kind of have to think of the other situation where you don't have a turn on play, and the units just get buffed.
Yeah,
you're stuck with having to spend expensive removal on them.
Yeah, no, that's true. So here's the lurker, and Yuan's only answer is the client, which is going to do basically nothing here. So immediately he's got 1 resource to buff the lurker immediately, and he's flipping Qi'Ra.
Yeah, it's a bit strange again.
I do not understand this, and of course Yuan is a lot better at playing this deck than I am, so he understands the mechanics of this deck, but I do not understand what he's doing here.
Yeah,
I would have saved Qi'Ra here.
Yeah, last game we did see the game going very close. There weren't many actions away from dying on either side, so getting the damage in is, or can be, valuable. But
I guess. I mean, Yuan was winning in the end.
But what happened to the lurker there?
No, it was triple dark raid, so it's in his hand again.
Okay. Yeah,
so
but as I was saying, he knew Christian didn't have any more resources, so he could have just flipped Qi'Ra first.
In Christian's hand, he's got a treacherous.
Oh.
Christian's got a treacherous in hand there. That's really spicy.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is going to be interesting.
So that means if he gets to buff the lurking tie to 3 health, even if it gets stolen by Johan, he can just steal it back.
He can just steal it back, yeah. That's really nice. That's the kind of thing that would tilt a player. That throws you off your game a
Yeah.
bit. So striking in for 5 there. So he's a 10-8. So it's really close, but ECL makes it less close than what it looks.
Yeah.
And Yuan has really little to do here. He's striking with the client.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he only strikes for 2. So
Vigilance.
that's vigilance, just to heal back down to 5. And Qi'Ra gets a shield. That's good.
Interesting.
So he puts 2 damage onto. Oh, Tarkin is striking the client.
That's also a bit weird, I would say. I guess he doesn't
giving
want his ground units to get bountied, but
what ground units? He
the
has no
future
ground
ones,
units
maybe.
in hand. Yeah, but he's only got space units in hand.
Yeah.
That's 7th Fleet and a couple of. I think those are barrages in the back of his hand and an outmaneuver.
Yeah.
An outmaneuver there. Interesting.
It's a really cool card.
Yeah. Yeah, especially in a deck that really focuses on space like this one. You could just leave. Oh, okay. So now this is going to be interesting. So you want treacherous, and Christian is going to treachery right back, right?
Yeah, I think he has to.
Yeah, yeah. And Yuan is just, all right.
No.
That's such a power play.
And Yuan just has 2 resources left.
Yeah.
He can't kill Tarkin.
No.
Okay.
Anyway,
top target.
Yeah, cool. 2, 4, 6. No, that's still not enough though. No, but he's got 2 damage on him because he hit the client. So Yuan can actually kill Tarkin if he throws both of Qi'Ra and the client into him. So that's why you don't strike the client with Tarkin.
Ooh, I think that was a big mistake. Attacking Qi'Ra there, that means that Yuan can now use the bounty from the client and then finish off Tarkin and heal even more.
Oh no, he just threw the client into him. But still, I mean, he's completely.
I guess with Christian having only 1 resource up, I think he could have played a bit more greedy, used the bounty, and then.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I think Yuan is rushing it there. But I think definitely Christian was rushing it, throwing Tarkin into Qi'Ra.
Yeah. Like, he could have gotten 2 damage to base. There's no reason to get rid of that shield.
No, for sure.
Let Yuan do the trading while you can just put on the aggression with Tai.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, this is interesting because they're not playing at all the way I would play these hands. Oh, barrage it. Oh, yeah. So
and
the client's
remind
gone.
me, this Tai has 3 experience?
I guess that's why he wanted to remove the shield, though. Because he wanted to be barraging. He had 2 barrages in hand, and he's been waiting to get those off.
Yeah. Okay, so we see a Snoke.
Mm-hmm.
But this has 4 experience, so it's still 4 life. It's gonna be so impossible, basically, to get rid of. Yeah,
it's really big, and it's going to strike quite handsomely into the base here. They're calculating it. So Yuan goes up to, I think that's 12.
Yeah.
Damage on base. So this game is really even right now. 14-12. I'd say slight edge to Christian.
Yeah.
Because of the resilience of the Tai. How hard it is to deal with for Yuan's deck.
And if you haven't seen it before, like, the interaction with 2 traitors is kind of cool, because even if you remove one of them, it's gonna stay on the. Oh no! Okay, so he's not gonna try to remove it. He's just gonna play another one.
He's just gonna play more of them. So yeah. I guess that's the way to do it as well. And now it's looking really gloomy for Christian.
Yeah, I think one thing for certain.
Yeah,
and that's Christian is putting some confiscates in his sideboard.
I'd guess he would. Yeah, for sure. So that's probably the outmaneuver we saw, just to buy himself time to draw into something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's just tapping the lurker down.
Yeah, because that would be 8 damage. Oof.
Yeah. But it's still 6 from Snook here,
Yeah.
and bringing Yuan to. He's only got to do 10 more damage, and Yuan's got some huge units coming up here.
Yeah.
He's not possibly this turn unless he's got a long pike or something, but you know.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
he's
this
putting a
turn was
shield on the Snook.
really sad for Christian. Like,
Yeah,
not having a unit to play here, just the outmaneuver and then claiming, not
yeah.
looking good.
No, but we saw his hand there. He didn't have any units in hand, and I don't think he's got anything that smuggles. So I think Christian is in top deck mode here. Really,
Yeah.
he needs to see something here, and I don't know what even. Like I think he runs a couple of walkers that could do some impact.
Yeah.
Probably he runs. We know he runs the reinforcement walker. He might be running the gray walker with overwhelm. No, he
And
just
there is the
concedes.
fist bump. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
the
that's
only
all
answer
units.
would have been a 4th traitorous.
Yeah. That's probably his only answer. I was thinking maybe he could. Oh yeah, so Yuan had the Devastator in hand as well.
Oh,
So yeah, Yuan got that game pretty much locked down anyway.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I think that the Tarkin deck is being a combo deck. It is like most combo decks is very sensitive to having its combo interrupted, and
Yeah.
there are answers to most combos, and
Yeah.
especially this one has some really solid answer. I think the treacherous answer is probably the strongest answer because you just get to keep it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's it's the kind of deck that either you win spectacularly or you lose spectacularly.
Yeah. Maybe you need to respect traitorous a bit more. Like,
Mhm.
Waylay could be something to kind of get your unit back.
Sure.
But
And like you
still
said,
sucks.
confiscate.
Yeah.
You just put 3 of them. If you're running a Tarkin Yellow deck, you put 3 of them in your deck. Oh yeah, so he only had the one, no, 2 treacherouses
Yeah.
and 3 Protein Carbonite.
Yeah.
That could be an answer, obviously.
Yeah.
Just freeze the tie down and start building a new one.
But still not
Yeah.
enough to really take back the game at that
No.
point when Qi'Ra just has all of the big units coming in.
Yeah, and you're already on huge resources, so they can just start mangling those down. Yeah, no, it's a rough comeback there for a deck that essentially doesn't run huge units. Yeah.
It's gonna be
Well,
interesting to see if the space archetype can still work in the next set.
yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not sure what to make of the new set, but
Yeah.
a deck like the Tarkin Yellow, it usually it's usually locked into a meta,
Yeah.
but if it survives and gets some boosts or even things to make the combo even stronger, it can obviously survive into a new meta.
Yeah. And maybe like cards like Outmaneuver that can affect wide decks will be good with all of the new tokens coming.
Yeah, Outmaneuver has a strong future, I think. Even you might see things like Bombing Run popping up.
And there's a new one, 3-cost red card.
Yeah, even better. The one
It's
that deals
ground
2
for
to
2.
everything. Yeah. Can't remember the name of it.
But
Yeah.
this was a really cool game. I think it's very interesting to see Tarkin Yellow in action since it's so different.
Again, Yuan is not popping up more on these streams, but he was on the very bubble. He was the 17th player. We had the top 16. He was 5-2.
Yeah.
So he had the game wins. He just had the worst strength of schedule of every 5-2. So he just didn't make it. It was
that was
sad
really sad. Yeah.
Yeah, sad to see. He's such a strong player and such a
really nice guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So shout
Love
out.
to see him in the top left. Yeah, definitely. And nothing against Christian. I don't know the man. He's probably a really nice dude as well.
Yeah. All right. So that's gonna be it for today. And we still have 3 more games of the Swiss. So that's gonna be fun. Bye bye.
Bye.